edition of the program.
Take me back to Liberia, where the drums still play my song. Take me back to my homeland. It's the place where I belong.
LIB Future TV, giving voice to progressive Liberians, speaking about politics, entertainment, and local news.
Welcome, 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 welcome. I want to say hi to everyone in Liberia. Hi to Jefferson, hi to Lavetta, and hi to the people of Liberia, our viewers and listeners. If you're listening to us on the radio, Kia Radio FM 95.9, or you're listening to us via social media, I want to say welcome to LIB Future TV. And this is the prime time conversation with Dr. Pearson. Look, it's a pleasure being on the air again with you, Jefferson and Lavetta. I don't want to waste any of Lavetta's time. Lavetta, give us the news update, man.
All right. Good evening to our viewers and welcome to today's trending news update. Ganta Rehab Center 6 budget line. Chief Medical Dr. Marie Fofana Yasie urges government inclusion in the international budget, stating 1,000 United States dollars, noting 69 staff, but only 8 on payroll. The rest volunteer and donor funds not available. Critics say workers' border speech ignore wounded citizen. Cite Cummings contrast analysis reviewing President Bouakar's first address on the FOIA incident, say he gave no empathy or update for the Liberian shot while defending national land. They telling the cause symbolic and unsettling. They argue that omitting the human impact amid necessary diplomacy leaves families and the public without reassurance. Commentators contrast this with how an Alexander Cummings-led ANC government might have responded, publicly expressing concern, visiting the victim, and pledging financial and moral support to him while hospitalized. They wish him a speedy recovery and stress that recognition from leaders matters when a brave citizen is injured at the border. Liberia, Barbados visa waiver signed. The two governments signed agreements easing travel and establishing political consultations. Foreign Minister Sarah Beslow Yanti called it a milestone for trade, culture, and diplomacy. Senate fast tracks LPRC state enterprise bill. Lawmakers passed Abraham Darrow's DeLonge's bill creating the LPRC as a state-owned company with import or distribution exclusivity. Critics flag means long review and little scrutiny. Keep Liberia purchase girls' education at CSW 70. A side event spotlighted community leadership with the Education Ministry and Gender Ministry backing CSO co-creation, a new girls' education scorecard, and flexible fundraising to reach rural girls. Court dismisses Noka's CEO indictment. Judge Osman Fiaka dismissed the case against Rosterlin Swakoko Dennis and Richmond Jala, ruling prosecution delays violated their rights to a speedy trial. And Bouakar addresses Guinea-Liberia border tension. In a national statement, the president said diplomacy is not a sign of weakness, seeking to calm fears in Foya districts, Solumba area amid a long-running colonial boundary dispute. Those were the latest updates from Liberia.
Thank you, Lavetta. It was a pleasure having you tonight. Like I normally would do you, before you leave us, can you tell us what piqued your interest today from the news update in Liberia today, Lavetta?
All of the news updates are interesting. Uh, Most especially the ones the president talk about, and do not take diplomacy, as a sign of weakness. Yeah, their story really, piqued my interest. Mhm.
Awesome. I say so. Get home safe. I pray that you get home safe. Thank you for your service to country, and we love to see you next week again on the prime time conversation.
All right. Thank you so much for having me as always.
You're welcome. All right, Liberian
Okay.
people, look, I'm back again on your radio this evening in Monrovia, Kia Radio FM 95.9. I've been getting some positive feedback since this Thursday night show has begun, the prime time conversation. I've been getting a lot of positive feedback, and I want to say I appreciate the feedback I'm receiving from you all out there. And I want to say, look, keep tuned. Every time this show come on, every Thursday at about this time, 7 o'clock in the evening in Liberia, tune your dial to Kia Radio FM 95.9. And if you're following us on social media, look, we follow my page on social media, just my first and last name. You will see us there, or even not my first and last name. Follow Kia Radio on social media. You see them. You see us live as well. Follow KM, is it KCN TV
Yeah.
on
Yes.
social media, Facebook. We are live there. You go on YouTube, we are live. Look, follow us, subscribe to our channels, and you will always get the notification we come on. All right, so now we're tracking some major topics. Some we are following on, others we are starting afresh. What we do on this show is that we pick up issues that are making headlines in the country. We discuss it in detail, we analyze it, and we throw more light on it, and then we open the lines for the Liberian people to talk their own. I talk my own, you talk your own, and then we move up from there. You know, the post saying something to say. When something on your chest and you get it off your chest, you feel better, right? So you talk your own. When you talk good with my man, my man, Jefferson tell you say no, my man, don't talk to me that.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody call me and say, my man, when you go on the radio, you can really sound like Liberia, but even though I'm born in Liberia, I live
Yeah,
all my life in Liberia. They America, we just on the hustle, my pikin.
I know, right?
And if
Yeah.
you're going home and you still on that, still trying to get car to get home around 7 to 8 p.m. in the evening, really and think, low, wash your bag, wash your wallet. Man, I mean, old time I can say, yeah, water in my back pocket, it can be fat there, but that part of the bluffing, so people can know I get my in my pocket. But make sure when you get your wallet in your back pocket, make sure you have one hand there, or you tie it with the charger button, you put lock on it, and you lock your pocket. One big year lock. But anyway, we're back on your radio, and this is it's a pleasure being there. We're going to discuss the issue about sexual and gender-based violence. It was an issue in Liberia this whole week, and it's still an issue. We'll also discuss the matters pertaining to Liberia-Guinea border. New development has come up. The president went there for tripartite conversation. We'll go into that. The president gave a public statement. We'll go into that. And then we take calls from you and we hear the public's opinion. And then we give you feedback from your opinion. But now, before I go into topic number one, Jefferson, man, tell me, how has it been this week with you? And what piqued your interest on the news from our news update?
Well, it has been a wonderful one here in Liberia. As you may be aware, like you've rightly heard from the local news, and Lavetta stated, as a matter of fact, we have had this conversation since Monday. We've been on this particular Lofa, Solomba border between Liberia and Guinea, and it is a national conversation. Many Liberians, they've been living in fear, especially those in Lofa, Foya, around the Solomba area. There, they've been living in fear, and they they've expected much from the government. Like we started before, today we stated that when the Guinean troops came in first and took down the Liberian flag, hosted their flags, something that triggered the action of the young people of Lofa, Foya. They went there, brought down the Guinean flag and hosted our flag, which was a very good thing, a patriotic thing, though it was risky for them. Uh, but then they did this because they felt that the land that belongs to Liberia, have been taken away. However, following that, President Boakai traveled to Guinea, along with his Sierra Leonean counterpart, Julius Maada Bio, His Excellency, and serving as observer in that tripartite conversation or meeting, that regional meeting, was Ivorian President Alassane Ouattara. And what was discussed in the meeting? Well, there was not much detail given about the discussion, but we saw on social media the foreign minister, she wrote that, well, the conversations were held. They were good conversations, and even uh, you know there were some points being taken down as well, that even ECOWAS, they were going there would have been a meeting within 1 month to be held. Now, within 24 hours prior to President Boaka's return to Liberia, we again heard and in fact saw on social media videos and images of Guinean troops again, uh, back to Liberia, crossed the border, came back to Liberia, hosted their flag, and so everybody was concerned about what is going on. Even though after the guys are hosted, the young people are hosted the flag, back there, we saw one or two. Uh, he went back, but he the joint security, the immigration, and then the police, they were there. But then, how come is it that these guys were at the border, and then later on we saw Guinean soldiers again taking hold of the border? This time around, the same place in on Liberian soil with their flag, being hosted, and so. Everybody been asking, but why is President Bouakai not saying anything? People have fled surrounding villages and towns. They left. They've gone to Foya itself, left the Solomba area, and the Bolelu towns and villages. They left. So last evening, late last night around 8 p.m., President Bouakai addressed the nation. Now, many people have been wondering what is it, uh, what is the root cause of this? So perhaps the president's nation address will capture, will inform the people about, the action of the Guinean coming on the Liberian soil to claim a portion of the land. But it wasn't. It was just the other way around. President Boakai addressed the nation last year. What he spoke about is that, well, the diplomacy, like Loveto stated, means that the government is using is not a sign of any weakness, but is a demonstration of a strength. But what is the cause? Why the Guinean soldier crossed to Liberia to claim the land? You sat in meeting, you had a meeting with President Dumoya along with your Sierra Leonean counterpart, and it was witnessed by Ivorian President Ouattara. So what did you people discuss? Those were the things Liberians, and even us journalists here, we've been asking the same questions. Why is it that is there something that the president is not saying to the Liberian people? Is there something that President Bouakai is hiding? Even though there are allegations now being levied that one of his officials, his cabinet ministers, Francis Sakila Yumane, Minister of Local Government, has been linked to this, that there have been some mining activities ongoing there on the Makona River, and the equipment were being confiscated. And they said something that the president is shielding the minister of local government, or is that something that President Bouakai is not telling people when the young people who risk their lives, they there's nothing have been said about them, and the people who have left the towns and villages now going, living in ASR in their own country, living as refugees in different towns and villages. What is the government when life, getting difficult for them now? So if I send some videos in the chat room, perhaps you could look at them. I don't know what you think. You could look at them as well and see, those were latest, videos that came in. Thanks to Emmanuel Wakotu, who has always been updating us from Lufa. So It's just this low-fat thing Liberians are just concerned. President Bouaka is not telling the people the actual cost of Guinean coming to Liberia. Dr. Pearson.
Look. Yeah, look. This is troubling. I should admit, this is very, very troubling. But again, it is not too troubling to me to the extent that I will worry about it, and I will tell the Liberian people why I wouldn't worry about it, right? But again, thank you for your take. I think that stands up. Like Mr. Cummings mentioned earlier, that even a guy who got shot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy who got shot. The president gave a whole speech, and we'll get to that. He mentioned the guy. Said, I don't
mention the guy. Yeah.
Okay, but we'll get there. But we're just looking what came up in the news. But before we go any further, it is my obligation to play this song, which is our theme song for this show. I just want to play this because it puts us in the mood for the discussion to come. And I got a secret tonight, right? Tonight, there's a secret question that we hit tonight. That secret question is key. There's a key question we ask. The person will get that answer to that key question during the call in time. We take five person will get that question correct. You get some of that scratch come cheap, very cheap. When they give you $1 scratch card, 5. Get 5, but we can give all 5 to the same person. It will be $1 scratch card for 5 people who will get that question. I will not tell you when I'm asking the question, but I will ask that question sometime in the show. And when I hit that question, when you turn to call, when you give me that correct answer for that question, you get $1 card. You get $1 card. You like I can put you all your children in line. You call one by one. You will still get a $5 card, but come $1.
I know,
all right, I got a theme song. If you are listening to us on Kia Radio FM 95.7, this is Dr. Pearson. If you view us on social media, this is Dr. Pearson. And I have with me in the studio my producer, Jefferson Weah, and he's also my co-anchor and very opinionated young man. Brilliant. And we're here to give you some bits and pieces of information making news in Liberia. Let's take this song. We'll be right back.
To Crime Time Conversation, where the truth speaks and the people listen. From Cape Town to Maryland, from Nimba to Montserrat, the future calling Liberia. When the voices of the people start to rise, you can see the truth within their eyes. Too many years of struggle and pain, still the people dancing in the rain. But hope is growing in the land tonight, a new vision coming into sight. A servant leader walking with the crowd, speaking truth, humble but proud. This is Crime Time Conversation, talking about the nation's transformation. From the villages to the city light, Liberia searching for what is right. Education for every girl and boy, healthcare bringing hope and joy. A stronger future we can see for every Liberian family. Hear the farmers calling from the field, waiting for the harvest that the land can yield. Technology knocking at the nation's door, young minds ready to explore. Electric power shining through the night, security standing for what is right. The economy rising for everyone, a new chapter has begun. This is Prime Time Conversation, voices of a rising generation. Agriculture feeding every home, no more hunger, no more roam. From Cable down to Maryland shore, the people say we must do more. From Nimba Hills to Montserrat streets, the future and the people lead. Now the people talking in the marketplace about a man who walks with steady pace, a leader with a vision for the land, reaching out with a helping hand. From humanitarian work to leadership call, standing strong when the people people fall. Talking about dignity, justice, and trust. Serving the nation because he must. Not for power, not for fame, but to lift Liberia's name. A vision rising clear and bright, leading the nation toward the light. Oh, Liberia, hear the cry. Let the children reach the sky. When the people stand as one, the victory has begun. The conversation starts tonight, speaking truth and shining light. Together we can build again for the daughters and the sons. This is Prime Time Conversation, voices of a hopeful nation. Education, health and peace, let the nation struggle cease. With strong leadership guiding the way, Liberia rising day by day. From every county hear the call, a better future for us all. Where Liberia speaks, the conversation continues. Yeah, the future is now.
The future is now. Prime time conversation, LIB Future TV, and we are also live on Kia Radio 95.7. Listen, who is the next president of Liberia?
95.9.
95.9. Who is the
Yeah.
next president of Liberia? Okay, now going to our topic. Sexual and gender-based violence. Sexual and gender-based violence. Now, look, I know there was some demonstration. I know they say sit-in or demonstration or awareness in Liberia concerning this whole. Now you on the ground there. I'm not on the ground. I just look at the thing on Facebook and thing. Look at it on YouTube and thing. But you on the ground, Jefferson. Give me some update on this. Then I will discuss it further based upon some of the information that I have.
Well, sexual-based violence is something that, in fact, in Liberia, especially in dealing with it, the Women and Children Protection Division of the Liberia National Police and then the Ministry of Gender, they don't take lightly. But I see sometimes you'll see it. There will be some played in. For example, if you are not from a political class or from the elite, your case is being tempered with, is being played with, like that. Sometimes they take it so seriously when the person is either in government or the person involved has some connection with somebody of an elite class, right? And so that has been the case of recent in Liberia. The most recent one is this domestic violence that led to the death of former or Isaac Jackson, Liberian economist, his wife. What led to it? Still the police investigating, but then the police told Liberians that he would have been kept for 48 hours. Yes, and if he's up their investigation, while they go through it, if there are any charges, they will forward him to court. But then we saw at Mr. Jackson leaving the Central Police Headquarters with no charge. He was being set, even though they had placed travel ban on him. He can't leave the country. But Liberians were shocked. Why? After 48 hours, they couldn't still find anything, and then the man has been set to go to a house, been let go of. And then this sodomy case, government officials sodomizing children, especially boys' children, which is a grave concern. Now, the former deputy youth and sports minister for youth development, Brian McGill, has been set free. He's been free, no charge, nothing. He's not been found guilty. They ruled that there's no evidence, but the family lawyer, Councillor Tiawon Gonglo, has said that they're requesting are demanding the autopsy file. Since they conducted autopsy, the DNA, everything, they want the file to be given to the family to know, how they came up with that report, and as well that set Brian McGill free. But it is a matter of grave concern in this country. And you see people every time, people will just abuse young children, whether ages below the ages, you just do it. And I mean, but well, most of the cases when it happened, Dr. Pearson, when the cases are brought, you see people will be set free. Only maybe if you don't have, if you're, like I said, you're not of the class, then you immediately you go into to South Beach. Why? Your case is just there, nobody looking at it, but you're in South Beach. So it's just, I mean, alarming in the country.
Thank you, thank you. It's alarming. Look, and I'll tell you why it's alarming. First of all, if you are listening to us and you wondering what is sexual and gender-based violence, so if you went and you rape the woman, or you rape the child, or you rape the girl, or you rape the boy, it's sexual violence. It's a sexual violence. Not only when you sleep with them, even if you any other way you do, they say, in fact, they say penetration that rape.
Penetration.
However,
Yes.
you penetrate that rape,
Oh, sure.
But the person is not in consent, the person not reached the age and all that kind of thing. That serious problem is sexual violence. Sexual violence also can be linked to sexual molestation as well. Like you touching the person, you're playing so to touch them. You're not a woman,
You
husband,
harass the person. Yeah.
not a woman, but or you go squeeze her titty, all that one, some form of sexual harassment.
Yes.
All kind of thing, they're not called for. When a woman that's not your woman, don't humble her. When a man that's not your man, don't humble him. I
So
go to like English, so I getting used to it and I'm enjoying the Google now. Yeah, my man. No, so yeah, so we need to be careful with that. And when it comes to the gender-based violence, which means gender can be man, can be woman, right?
maybe woman. Yes.
Whether that man or that woman, but when a man uses his power, his position, whatever the case is, and he hurt the female, that gender-based violence. When a woman on the other hand, or the girl on the other hand, use her power or her money or whatever she get, whatever way she want to use it, and she hurt the man on the other side, that gender-based violence, we mean one side of the sex hurting the other side of the sex. And gender-based violence is serious. And this also ties into domestic violence. Domestic violence means gender and sexual-based violence can happen in the home. The majority of the time, rape can usually happen in the family gathering. The same thing with men abusing the women and the women abusing the men, children abusing children. All of things can happen in the home. And these different forms of violence, they are concerning. Let me give you some statistics here. The Ministry of Gender, Children, and Social Protection in Liberia there can record it when it happened. They can write a number down, how many times it happening. Jefferson.
Yeah.
In 2023, we had about 3,204 cases that the Gender Ministry recorded. They wrote down that they sent to international community. Everybody told know about it. 2024, you know what I mean? 3,957 reported cases. So we made a jump. It jumped from 3,204 in 2024 rather. It jumped to 3,957. From 3,204 to 3,957 reported cases, which means the thing going up.
Yeah.
The offense is going up. And that number that went up there, so more than 600 incidences that are reported more. So the question now is that is the government doing something about the things? And, let me give you the Ministry of Gender. In 3 months, the March is there. Just between January to March, they reported they already finished writing down about 1,700 cases. Yes, just the first quarter. And the quarter year.
Yeah.
We even said reach to the end of March here.
They tell you how increasing it is.
Yeah. So just imagine, so in 2024, we had 3,204 cases the people wrote down on paper. Yeah, Martin, yeah, that one. That they posted, the thing, how many times it happened? They sexual and gender-based violence. It happened 3,204 times. in 2023. So how many times happened in 2024? It happened 3,957 times. Somebody said, what? So the thing
Mm.
going up. Then we just enter 2005. We just enter 2005. We go nowhere yet. 2 months just passed. Almost 3 months now. We finish writing down 1,700 cases, preliminary cases. We finish writing
Yeah.
it down.
Yeah.
So then I just with the quarter end will be in 2000 right there.
Oh yeah.
At the end of the quarter, that 2000. So in the 4 quarters in every year.
Mm-hmm.
So if you got 2,000 cases in the first quarter alone, you tell me about 4.
Yeah.
2 times 4, that what? That 8,000 cases we'll be talking about that.
Yeah. 8,000.
Yeah. They call that one projection. So you say, okay, if we say first quarter we got 1,700 cases, maybe because the quarter ain't finished, maybe by the time March finish, it will be 2,000 cases. If we turn back by 4, which is the 4th quarter in the year, then we're going to 8,000 business. We're talking about so, which means
Mm-hmm.
they getting serious.
Mm-hmm.
Multiplying, the crime is increasing. Why? That I want to understand. Why is it getting high? Jefferson, why do you think it's getting high?
Well, I mean, it's just the desire of some of these people. Maybe perhaps there are not some awareness being carried out by the government, especially the agency responsible, the Ministry of Gender. Unlike before, when we had NGOs here where people, they were going in the communities, creating awareness, educating women and girls, and the elders about these things. But sometimes that, oh, when somebody, when there's a case, you report it and what have you. I mean, it is not like that again. So it's just kind of the leniency, the weakness of the Ministry of Gender not focusing on these things. So there will always be the increase of sexual and gender based violence in the communities, because not much is being done. Uh, People, the women and girls are vulnerable in the communities. You see people, somebody will just see a little child walking or selling, and they just grab you or so, and they do whatever they want with you, because there are no mechanism, no level of this capacity building skills that will get people busy. Once you're vulnerable in a community, in society, you're not doing anything. You're kind of left out of things, and someone will just take advantage of you. So these are some of the causes of these sexual and gender based violence taking place in various communities.
Yeah, no. Welcome to Primetime Conversation, man. This is LRB Feature TV, and we're on Care FM 95.9. Listen. You mentioned something about especially rape. Let me get
Yeah.
the other information here. You can find it right in the General Ministry. Go there, the information there. It will surprise you, Jefferson.
Mhm.
Under 18, ain't no girls under 18.
Yeah.
Just in 2020, 4 alone, 2024 last year, 2020, year before last, 2024 alone, just 2024 alone, under 18, about 2,759 rape cases was reported and documented. Seriously,
Mm-hmm.
2,759 in 2024 alone. Of that 3,957, 2,759 rape under 18 children. Wow. Can you imagine that? Now, and that is statutory. I'm not talking about that kind of fiabobo rebel. Statutory rape.
Statutory rape.
Yes, statutory rape. Can you imagine more than 2,007? Man, goodness. Now, let's leave that. In 2025, between January to September, rape alone accounted for 1,735 cases. Rape. 1,735 cases. When they say physical assault, which means other form of violence, that just 824 cases that were reported track in 2025. When it comes to domestic violence, the one I'm talking about what happened in house itself, that one are just 339 cases. But rape in 2025, 1,735 cases the people documented. This is serious.
It is serious. It is.
And then, when you're talking these things, people just think say you want to be critical, like you say the last thing, they don't want to be critical of government. But I think we should talk about it in here more. We should talk about it. And those people who came outside there to demonstrate or to sit down and to show awareness and create awareness, I want to tell them thank you. I want to tell them thank you. And let me say this, Jefferson.
Mm-hmm.
If Liberian people listening to me and want, hey, let me say this. Look, we got to protect our people. We got to protect our children.
Yeah.
That's when people can say, oh, they're not small, get my wife. And, consider my life.
Yes, Dr. Pearson, exactly.
Look at
Exactly.
the high can start small.
Yes, yes.
The my wife, yeah, consider. Then they get a month and they 10 out of 15 out 20 out. Man, oh, yeah, my full money here for my wife. It can start at small. Then when the kind of things start happening, as soon as start touching the small children, now when you go look, problems start happening. The market report because the man eating some of the man.
Yes.
The man eating some of the man. The guy can give me full money, give me tuition and thing, and I can go report him. I go report him, and then how the tuition will get paid. And how we eat. And so there are so many factors. And again, so now you go in the community again, people letting the children take back us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A small child, man, nothing happen, man. A small child, nothing right. Just take back us. But by the time you go low, somebody can hold a hat.
Mm-hmm.
They got some men that can hold a hat.
Exactly.
Man, I won't finish the talking.
And Dr. Pearson, this is something you're very right about that, right? And like I said, the Minister of Gender will have a lot to do in creating awareness. This thing about uh, somebody other than in the community, or maybe somebody who is of age, or a young guy seeing this little girl calling her, oh my wife, oh my woman, and then the parents are there, they're laughing with it. That's how it starts. Once it starts like that, and you're taking it like, oh, that's just community friend or neighbor and what have you, then I mean, every time he plays that in the child's ears and what have you, you don't know what that person. And I'll tell you a story, Dr. Pearson, and I wouldn't mention but his name, but there was a serious warning that I gave to that media colleague of mine. My daughter, she was 14 years then when she graduated from high school, and then she had gone for her cousin's birthday. So while there, this media colleague of mine and the little girl, she was shy, but she did not just run to her mother to say or run to me to say. So when she went there, she was sitting on the porch playing with her phone. This colleague of mine, Dr. Pearson, who knows me very well, I mean, so much familiar with this child. In fact, this child had even gone to him, I mean, just like, oh, uncle. I mean, it was just like a father. But then, because the child has grown, even though her age, but she's more than her age. So he now in the middle of the night, it was around, I think she said around 8 to 9 p.m. while she's sitting on the porch, everybody inside, and she's, sitting on the porch. Then he stood like his car was distance, and then he was by this unfinished building, and in fact, he came to her. He said, "What are you doing sitting here?" She said, "Oh, I'm charging." She said, "Oh, I'm sitting charging my phone." And then he said, "Okay, I'll go into that building. You should come to me." The first time, Dr. Pearson, she did not go.
Hmm.
Yes, she did not go, according to her. So the second time he came again, he said, "Oh, but I sent for you. What happened? You won't come. I can't order, and my car get issue. When you, I think it was a key." She said, "I think her car has left the key or so. So she should go to the car and go get the key because." And she said, "But it was late and time like this, I can't go." So he even blasted, "Wow, I'll be sending for you. You can't come. I'll go in the next time. Follow me." And as she went inside, and she told uh her cousin's father about it, but they did not say anything. Not I did not even know what was going on until on her graduation. During her graduation, uh, after the program, her grandmother narrated the story to me. Look, I got so mad and got so pissed, Dr. Pearson, that I needed, there's something to the guy. And in fact, I posted and I warned him. Everybody started saying, oh, take it down, forget about it. and this. I called few colleagues that knew him. I said, you're advising the very next time he ever tries that again to come around my daughter, to even say, how will you call a 14-year-old child that's supposed to be your daughter, Dr. Pearson, say, come to me over there? For what reason? So these are the things. Don't Parents, don't allow somebody one man can say, oh, like my daughter, like they get, like my wife, like my woman. The person start giving that child money, I mean, buying things for that little child, start exposing the child to life, to things. It might lead to something else, because you will not be around one day and the child already you laughing with it. The child say, but my mother is aware of this, so something
Yeah.
will just happen. And she would not, she doesn't know, she's not, open to these things. So whatever happens now, then you start blaming. So, oh, the mental. So serious awareness, Dr. Pearson, needs to be carried out in the community by the Ministry of Gender.
Serious awareness has to be carried out. Thank you, man. Look, prime time conversation with Dr. Pearson and Jefferson at my anchor. Listen, who is the next person in Liberia, man? Who is the next person in Liberia?
Liberia, Liberia, time for change. Liberia, Liberia, Alex Cummings.
Look. Who is the next person in Liberia? I'm not going to get an answer at all, but let's move on. Look. There is no free money in Liberia when it comes to sexual and gender-based violence.
Mm-hmm.
When I got put in your pocket, it's like giving you money, you the young girl, you laughing. You know the man can beat women already, making big girls already. You know the man can beat women, but the man give you $1 or $2 now. Instead of telling the man, no, I want your money, ain't no ass there. No,
Yeah.
you collecting it. When the man ready to want you now, then he say, oh, I know why man is happy. You know why happy? Because you made yourself vulnerable to the man. You show yourself to the man,
Sure.
right? If you know the man get behavior problem, the man get attitude problem, you know it's not good for you. Don't put your hand there. You know somebody once said, if you know somebody who put say pupu in the pangana that Peter Barra then way back in the day. Peter Barra. He said when they say pupu in the pangana, he said you believe when you go bossing now, then he start smelling the butt. You know, let me say this. Something they call hot spot. So the hot spot for rape in Liberia in 2024 that Montserrat County. In 2024, Montserrat County was the hot spot for rape in Liberia. 68% of the cases that were reported happened in Montserrat in 2024. 68%. That was around 2,143 cases reported by the General Ministry happening in Montserrat County. And by the people that populated, I play most of the guys who get a mal living, who get the money where they live, So look. So let me take this thing to another level, right? Some of the reasons besides talking about the social aspect that can make people vulnerable to sexual and gender-based violence, whether you're taking somebody's money, you're being in a bad friendship and stuff like that, you're exposing your children to bad people, or you allowing your kids to take bath in the yard. So yeah, they got a right to take bath anywhere. That they're right. The man should control himself, but everybody can control themselves. Protect your child, right? Protect your child. But besides that, when people do these kind of things and the government grab them, we got to learn to ensure that the law is the law. Not the law is the law for certain people, then the law ain't law for other people, right?
Yeah.
Like you said, Jefferson, Sampo, when you broke and you pull, by the time they say they man rape, straight to something.
Yeah. Yes.
No
yes.
answer, no question, nothing. When a man gets more money, or the man in political party, or the man linking up with some people in power, by the time they say, oh, the man carry on rape, they say we gotta investigate DNA, we gotta do DNA, we gotta do geospatial.
Yeah.
Analysis, we gotta check cell phone, all the kind of things. Right? So we got to kind of who can approach the rape business now, or the gender-based violence now. When the man who do it, the man in good stand and make money in pocket, then you gotta do DNA, you gotta do that. Why Councilor Gongo said if y'all wanted to do all the DNA and things like that when Miguel was accused of that rape case and other kind of thing, then y'all sort of made a DNA result probably out of RCA. Right? You got the public gotta be convinced.
Yes.
The public gotta be convinced. So if people are saying rape is a major problem in our country, the number going up every year, and we're trying to fight the thing here. And we're already accusing government. We say when the poor man do it, you go straight to jail. When the man who get contact do it, you can go to jail. Then you start
Yeah.
freeing the people who get contact. Then you get
Mhm,
just show the evidence you're seeing that made the
mhm.
people go to jail.
Yeah.
Does that make
Simple as
sense?
that. Simple. Simple as that, Dr. Pearson. But it is just the other way around here in Liberia. Poor man, if you are not attached, or you're not, in the class of the elites, maybe your family member, then you on your own. It happened, the case between, when Brian McGill in sodomized, I mean, raped this 14-year-old girl.
Allegedly, allegedly.
Allegedly, yes, allegedly, yes, yeah, allegedly raped this 14-year-old girl, and then he was, every time, or people were even questioning, but why is it that this man, the police is not, he's not beyond bars now, but they will always say when the time when we need him, we'll call him. But then a man who worked at the Ministry of Agriculture, allegedly, he was a researcher, allegedly raped the same age 14-year-old girl, in Vat Town. But this man, it was just by the time it came out, the man was, the next thing he was at Saw Beach. So you see how it is being played in Liberia, because this man, according to information, he was a friend. In fact, he's a friend to the RG, and he's a deputy minister, at Minister of Youth and Sport. The man who supposed to be molding the minds of the youth, because he was there for youth development. Now he was destroying the youth, but he said no. We can
Allegedly, allegedly,
we can
allegedly.
we can Okay, you can do it, but that's just the case, Dr. Pearson. That's just how it is. Liberia, if you don't have money, you're on your own.
So they seen him go for the NSA boss, right? The former the former NSA boss.
Yeah, yeah, no, the I think, say chief of CUS, or one of the special assistant or so.
Yeah,
Yeah, Bona Jala.
Bunajala,
Yeah.
right? So
Hmm.
he said they're accusing of sort of massing a boy. Nah,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
no, no, no. I think I understand. Look, Liberian boy, don't get me wrong. I understand rape cases hard to prove. To be very frank, rape cases hard to prove, especially the way we can address it in Liberia, hard to prove. Because so many things got to come into play to get the evidence to prosecute the case. Sometimes the way people can even handle the case before it even get reported, before government get involved. A lot of evidence have been damaged already, right? Some people even calling up the evidence and all that kind of thing. But
Mm,
if we are to stop this thing here, we got to address it with balance in the rule of law.
mm-hmm,
The rule of law can be leaning one side. And it can
mm,
catch the law can catch Peter, but it can catch Paul, right? You treat Peter different way, you treat Paul different way. No, everybody gotta be treated the same under the laws, right? Now,
equally, equally.
another thing I need to bring here, and I thought to bring it up, is the issue with Samuel Jackson. Disclaimer: Samuel Jackson is my friend, right? Now I
Okay.
know Samuel Jackson lost his wife, Tuning, right? I know it's difficult for him. Look, when you lose someone that close to you, it hurts. It hurts. I know family mourning, family grieving, and all the kind of things there. And the RG is looking into it. The police looking into it. I think that's the right thing to do. Let them look into it. Let them investigate. Let them get to the bottom of it.
Mm,
But there's something that is disturbing me, and I want to bring up. I'm
okay.
worried about how we're using social media in people's life. Because what I've noticed, Jefferson, is that when people are on social media and sharing that get picture and thing, and I mean, very
Yes.
getting pictures
Yeah.
and targeting the family, the bereaved family, I'm not sure what are they thinking to themselves. What are they considering the grieving family? You know,
Mm,
it's easy for you to be on social media, getting your post trending, your video trending, and you're getting more likes, you're getting more clicks, you're making maybe your little $1 or $2 on the side because your social media paying you for trending news. But are we considering how we're hurting people in the process?
yeah.
What you think about that, Jefferson? I think I'm disturbed about that. Seriously.
And so, if I have been one person as well, just as you stated, my concern has been with the images or photos being circulating on social media. So I have been wondering, how did all of these photos get out there? who's this person that spread her photos, that gave them out to people? You know, why? I sometimes wonder. I suppose in all of this, I think the police too should have said something about this. Why it is true that there were some bruises all on her, but there has been no evidence to prove that Mr. Jackson has been the one who inflicted all of those wounds and bruises on her, with especially her head, the central part of her head, you know that was worked on. But how did these people get her photos? I Going out. Some when I listened to, or I heard this man, you know, what's his name? I'm trying to get Rufus.
Rufus
That
Berry.
Yeah, yes, that he knows Samuel Jackson very well. He's brutal man. He can do this to woman. So you knew all of these things, and you didn't say anything. So there are other ladies who said, somebody told me, and which I denied, get it, just buy, in that idea. I didn't buy into that, because according to this lady, oh, there was one woman who is married. She said, in fact, the woman are friend, and the woman, she saw the woman so friendly, but the woman can't talk. So the woman sent all the pictures to me. I said, but how would she send all the photos to you all those times? She did not explain. She didn't tell you what. So the person who narrated, I said, but the woman told you, did she explain to her why she sent the photos, who inflicted all those injuries and wounds on her, and all of those bruises? Nothing. I said, sometimes you wait. You don't. These stories, you gotta wait and see. Let the police conduct their investigation, because. And I'm just concerned, Dr. Pearson, about the photos out. How would the police allow these photos being out,
Right.
and you can't put stop to them? We're talking about, a human being, a foreign national, and what
Right.
have you. I mean, it's kind of a disrespect and abuse to the person. Peace be to our arches,
Yeah.
Tony. But I mean, this is Liberia, Dr. Pearson.
Yeah. And look, to be frank with you, I also frown on Rufus Berry. Let me tell you why I frown on Rufus Berry. Now, anybody listening to me on Kia Radio 95.9, or on the television on the KCN TV,
Yeah, KCN TV.
KCN TV, or LRB feature TV on social media, listen to me. Listen to me. When I read Rufus Berry, and listen, look, I got no problem with Rufus Berry speaking out when somebody is being hurt. Look, when somebody is being hurt and you understand they're being hurt, there are two things you can do. If the people close to you, go there and intervene and try to make peace. That's what friends are for, right?
Mhm.
What friends are for. For example, if my door open to you, Jefferson, and you can come in my house anytime you want to come in my house, and I can go in your house anytime you want to go in your house, and we can interact, and we're that close, we're eating together from the same pain, everything. When something happening to me, be able to come to me and we can talk, right?
Yeah.
Now, or if possible, if you think I'm your good friend, I'm not listening to you, push it to another good friend, right? Or maybe family member. Say, listen, I'm talking to my good friend, my family member. They got ain't paying attention. You gotta pay attention to this. I don't want my man to get in trouble, right? That's how you.
Mhm.
But worst case scenario, if you think somebody's life is being threatened, you can report it to the police, to the authorities, right? You can report it to authorities. But this is where I have problem with him. You can report it to the authorities. You can talk to family members. You can talk to relatives. You can talk to your friends. But
Exactly.
social media, right? Why you go on social media and you go tap and post information, especially so you have not done any investigation. You are not sure whether the person really did the crime that you accusing him of. But the way in which you communicated the thing to social media, you blew it up out of proportion. And at the end of the day, you violated some of the sanctity of friendship. And I'm not
Hmm.
saying cover your friend, no. But at the same time, there are lines between. You cannot betray friendship like that. Jefferson, if I'm your best friend and you want to and you think I'm doing something wrong that you think is criminal, go to the police, report it,
Mhm.
call state authority on me. But don't go on social media and go get long dragon story there and to make
Yeah,
it, no. I mean, it's wrong.
it's wrong.
It's wrong. And again, it goes back to say, at the end of the day, how do you draw that kind of thing back?
Hmm.
Let's say the investigation go on and the police say, okay, Samuel Jackson did not kill his wife. You
Mhm.
know, You ate together from the same pain from the people. They came to your house, they sleep there. You come to the house, you sleep there. You're close to that. How do you come out you say your best friend for decades? Which decade mean 10 plus years, right? For decades, 10 plus years. How do you come out to your friend and say, "Mommy, I'm sorry"? How do you tell me sorry in that kind of case?
That's
We
the whole
shouldn't be
thing.
doing that kind of thing. And you talk about how they got a video, how they got the pictures, right? I
Yeah,
know. Look, that be friend. The social media age now is so bad. People can pay people to get pictures. People can pay people for information because when your post trending, you go viral. A lot of people behind you get money for it. So they
yeah,
get people who buy information in order to make their social media post to trend. And there are some people who be saying some bad things about people, not because they know it is true, but because they know just that what the algorithm has picked up, which means social media, when something hit, when it hit the algorithm and blast up, once you
yeah,
participate in that same conversation, your own information too will start blasting up at the same time. Some people,
yeah,
when they see something trending, they jump inside. They put heat there so that their own post can trend. And we need to stop this thing. The same way in Ghana when our Liberian brother was brutalized and hurt and killed, the same way
yeah,
his picture hurt us in Liberia. We should understand the thing we're doing in Liberia with tuning picture is hurting people in South Africa as well.
yeah,
This is not
yeah,
just about Liberia alone. It's about South Africa, her family members, her relatives that are there. Some of the things we're saying we shouldn't be saying it. Some of the things we're posting we shouldn't be posting it. And now,
mm-hmm.
who is the next person in Liberia? Who is the next person in Liberia? But before we're almost hitting the 1 hour mark on the show, I was
Yeah,
told by my leadership here to show this. There is a movie. I think there's a documentary that is coming up, Jefferson, that
mm-hmm.
has to do with Toibo, the life of Toibo. And, how Toibo was killed and stuff like that. It should be coming up soon, right? Uh,
Mm-hmm.
in African Film Festival. So I was told to play this clip. If you are listening to this broadcast on KL Radio FM 95.9, you will hear the audio. You will not see the video. But if you follow us on social media, you see this video.
There was a military coup today in Liberia, Africa's oldest republic. 66-year-old President William Tolbert Jr. is believed to have been shot to death. Liberia's new leader, a 28-year-old Army staff sergeant by the name of Samuel Doe, who says he led the coup because the Tolbert government was corrupt and inefficient.
Liberia had lost a great man, and I doubt within the next 50 years we may find someone like him.
Barbara Matthew, he came on a negative sabotage operation.
There was none of them that was as prepared as Tolbert.
It's about shifting the world economic power structure. He had to go.
It was a hit job to show the negative things about the so-called, miracle Liberians and the Tolberts.
Everything that we have been trying to do to fix our country was wiped out by one night of 60 Minutes.
Where he emboldened the young people who made the protests.
It wasn't a rice riot. It was an attempt to destabilize the country.
The civilian government was pretty much powerless.
He fired the first shot to be followed by others.
He was trying to open those doors that tribalism had closed.
It changed our respect of human life.
At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we shall remember them. The blood of men was spilled in that ground, and the blood speaks.
The
United States isn't as interested in Liberia as we think it is.
Was a short clip talking about the death of William R. Toibot. Even man, Ellen Johnson certainly believed the guy was a good president. Plenty of people believe the guy was a good president, but in 1 hour time, plenty of things changed in Liberia. In 1 hour time, Toibot was killed, right? And Saturday too, we had other death that happened at the PHP park there. 13 men were put on the pole and shot behind the BTC barrier. Look, our history is sad, man. Our history, we got some bad things in our history. But that movie is coming up pretty soon, and we'll be going to that movie in the future. And when it come up, you get a chance to go and view it. And sometimes these things are recorded so that we can learn from it and don't repeat the past. And don't repeat the past. All right. Who is the next person in Liberia? Who is the next? Jefferson, I want to ask you that question, man. I want to ask you that question. But again, you are listening to Primetime Conversation LIB Future TV, and we're on Kia Radio 95.9.
LIB, stand up! Take me back to Liberia, where the drums still play my song. Take me back to my homeland. It's the place where I belong.
LIB Future TV, giving voice to progressive Liberians, speaking about politics, entertainment, and local news.
Welcome to Primetime Conversation on Kia Radio FM 95.9. This is the LIB Future TV, and we are glad to be on your radio tonight. Tonight we'll be opening the lines and want you to call in and ask a very simple question, and you should know the answer by now. 5 people who will get that answer correct when you call in. Jefferson will take your number down if you get the answer correct, and we'll put at least $1 on your phone so that next time you can call us again. When you have the time. It's not that we want to share money, we just want to share some fun with you. Okay, but before we open the lines, I want you to forget the answer, so I'll go on to the next topic. And before we come to the question, who is the next president of Liberia? Before we go there, let's go to the second topic, and we can we're going to be looking at Liberia-Guinea border. President Burka went to Guinea. What did they discuss? What was the conversation from Guinea? And when he came back, he made a speech. What did he say? We'll look at that. But before we get to that, we hear your calls. We hear your calls. So it's all over to you, Jefferson. I want you to open the line and let you hear from our people in Liberia. Again, who is the next president of Liberia? If you know the answer, you can win yourself a data card for the next time you're calling this show. We'll make sure that we'll take your number. And Jefferson, I know you're in the studio tonight, it's late. You can give it to you, but you send it to you tomorrow after you take down your number. Who is the next president of Liberia?
Liberia, time for change. Liberia, Alex Cummings, let's move forward.
All right, okay, that take the calls.
All right, so you can call now to be a part of the show tonight. 0777 959 959 0777 959 959. 0881 871 6700 881 871 670 plus 231 777 959 959. The program you're listening to is LIB Future TV Primetime Conversation with Dr. Pearson here on Care Radio 95.9. Let's begin to take your calls now. We'll take this person. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Good evening. Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, my name is Dr. Simon calling from Neighbor Street.
Okay. Dr. Pearson, can you hear him?
Yeah, I can hear him very clearly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like what you're saying, the next president of Liberia, for me is John Manuel we are.
I mean, miss the answer, but you miss the answer. Forget it, you miss the whole answer.
Okay. All right. 0777 959 959. Good evening. Good evening.
Hello?
Hello, you live.
Hello?
You live.
Yeah, Pepper Dugo Johnson.
What is your name? You call from Dupont Road Junction. What is your name?
I need Darius.
Darius is not a name.
I told my name we are.
Okay, wrong.
And they gotta miss me answer by oh, I kind of got in here too. All right, I keep going.
Wrong. All right, let me get this other person. Good evening.
Yeah.
You live. Your name and where you call from?
I'm Gabriel calling for rehab. Yeah,
Gabriel Zizi.
Yeah, rehab.
From ELW Rehab. Listen, Dr. Pearson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to ask him?
Yeah. Who is the next person in Liberia?
Yeah, the music just played it. I name of God. Alex, for me.
Okay, I will not say what I get or you get it, so I can show the answer to other people.
Nobody needs it. He the music. You just call it me on the music.
All right, so give me your number. Give me your number.
0777.
0777.
37.
37.
49.
49.
73.
73.
So yeah, I would do it. We scratch the card and we send it to the number.
Yeah.
Are you getting it?
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Okay. DJ Constant. Welcome.
Jeff. What's up?
We're okay.
Yeah, this is DJ Constant. You call it new already. I'm calling for a comfort in Lakwasi.
Who's the next person at bureau, my man? Who's the next person at bureau?
Who's the next person at bureau?
Yeah.
Well, it's the thing. It's the thing. We all know the next person at bureau is Alexander Gomez.
All right, my man. Well, give me your phone number. Give me your phone number. I don't want the other people to know the answer. Just give me your phone number.
0772
772
487
487
404
404.
Yeah.
All right.
We scratch the card and we send it to you, yeah?
No video, yeah.
Okay.
Good evening.
How are you, sir?
We're good. Your name, where you call from?
I'm Henry.
Henry is not a name.
Henry Gay.
Okay, Henry Gay. You call from where?
Caldwell.
Cardwell. Okay.
Yeah.
Listen to the question.
Yeah, the two countries that get this power, nothing else can change it. What is the next president of Liberia?
Yeah, guy, man, you pass it, you can pass the test. You see that?
Man. The man who gave you a question, the man said, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Your name and where you call from?
I'm A. Mohammed P. Famula calling from Lagos City, going to Kidmore County.
Mr. Famula. Okay, listen to your question.
Who is the next person in Liberia, man? Who is the next person in Liberia?
Unanimously, the Liberians have already made up their mind. ANC political leader, Alexander Bikumi, is the next president of the Republic of Liberia, comes 2029.
Give me your phone number, man. Give me your phone number. Give me your phone number. You too, my man is smart. I think you choose your class. Give me that phone number.
077.
077. Oh, I think I'll get that number. He went off. Yeah, I hope you call back. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Your name and where you call from?
John Watuba, call from Yerevi.
John, from Yerevi.
Yeah.
Okay, listen to the question.
Who is the next person in Liberia?
I give you honorable example me.
Oh, man, you smart, man. You do the class. Give me your number. Let smart people give me your number.
0775
775
83 20
20
86.
86.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Yeah, how are you?
Good. Your name, where you call from?
Yeah, Moses, I'm calling from Broadway.
Moses from Broadville.
Yeah.
Okay, listen to your question, Moses.
Man, who is the next person in Liberia, man?
Huh?
Who was the next president of Liberia?
Alexander Kumi.
You smart. Give me a number. Give me a number. Let's not go. Give me a number.
Call your number.
771
771
82
82
73
73
65.
65. Okay. Congratulations. Good evening.
Yes, hello.
Hello. Your name and where you call from?
My name is Feneta Tia.
Feneta Tia.
Tia, who is the next president of Liberia? Tia.
Alexander Kumi.
Yo, you smart, man. You smart, you get. You smart. I like
Call
you.
your number. 775 09 52 86. Okay.
I think the fast crash.
Yeah, the fast correct now, Dr. Pearson.
Yeah. Anyway, that's a more cause and answer about the gender-based violence. That answer about the gender-based violence.
All right. Good evening.
Good evening.
Your name and where you call from?
I joining you from Doe Community.
You're very low. You want to be audible?
I joining you from Doe Community.
Doe Community. What is your name?
My name is Elijah Davis, sir.
Okay, Elijah Davis. You've been following the program, right?
Yeah, I've been following the program.
Okay. What do you know about gender-based violence in a country currently? What can you say so far about the cases, the numerous of cases?
Yeah, what's happened is sometimes it's because of what people do in which the children can be taken shots of violence with, like, the children going out half naked. There are some guys where they didn't have that patience to just look at their child. If they're able to bond in, their mindset somehow wrong on something different. So these are some of the reasons of which the children have been taking short advantage.
Okay. Dr. Pearson, you want to add up?
Yeah. That's good. That's good. No, okay. Let go to 10 people. Let go to 10 people. You guys stay on the line or you not drop?
He's still on the line.
Okay, my man, who is the next president of Liberia?
Oh, the next president for Liberia is Honorable Alexander Kumi.
Oh, my smart. Give me your number. Give us your number.
077
77
22
22
14
14
26 4.
264.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Good evening.
Yes, good evening.
You're live. Your name and where you join us from?
My name is Kevin Pola, calling from Claratown.
Okay, from Claratown. What do you know about gender-based violence?
Yeah.
Oh, he went off. Good evening. The feedback is terrible. You want to...
Good evening.
You live? Your name and where you call from?
I'm Louis Balama, calling from Chocolate City.
Louis from Chocolate City.
Yes.
Okay, Louis, we've been discussing gender-based violence. What do you know?
Gender-based violence damages the futures of our girls, children, little sisters, and even mothers. We want to join a team to stop gender-based violence in our community, country, and country at large.
Okay. Dr. Pearson?
No. I'll stop there.
Okay. Dr. Pearson? You muted, thing.
Yeah. Who do you think is the next president of Liberia?
The next president of Liberia is no effort. Alexander B. Kumi.
Give me your number, man.
Call your number. 776
25
25
20
20
35.
35. Okay. This person. Good evening.
Good evening to my care family.
Paco.
Yeah, Paco.
Welcome. You've been following the show. What do you know about gender-based violence?
What I know that gender-based violence is working. What president sent Johnson to see our mother then to that court and what post us in the end that it was just it. Yeah. I want that our brother, our mother then to follow someone with a name on pin my care family is working in the country. It's working. They begin who the heirs report they are evil to. The same mother that was in the read the house again went to that same court that the church will work. It's working. It's working. It's working. It's working. That before they just go on a carpet. So now we're seeing it now. We're seeing it. Our mother now is working. That's why the country is so low. When something happens, our mother was told on it. And they rank us on Satan. So see our mother now to that court again to fight.
Okay. Listen to the question.
The rape.
The rape.
Yeah, the rape is our mother. They can talk about the rape.
Okay.
The man beating one woman, our mother, they can wake up and fight for the church that man should not be one woman. So I thank God so much the education I can bring to all. I really admire you people. They're working.
Paco went off. Good evening.
Good evening. How you coming?
We're good. Your name and where you call from?
My name is Miata, calling from Province in Gabriel.
Miata from Province in Gabriel. Listen to your question. First of all, what do you know about gender-based violence?
Gender-based violence.
Yeah, sexual gender-based violence.
Yeah, it's the way our sexual aggression on the street, encouraging men to do what they're not supposed to do. And some people does not have patience to say the way behave their share, they will do what they're not supposed to do to them, and then cause gender violence. And sometimes the way to some men keep come away from the girls, and somebody can just call them to know about them. After then, later they leave them, do things to them. So for me, that's how I see it. It's not right as way. So if the government want to come in to threaten that, I believe to me it would be good to fight against it because it's too much in the country.
Okay. All right.
So let me ask you, you stay on the line. Let me ask you the other question. Who do you think is the next president of Liberia? Who would be the next president of Liberia?
It's Excellency. Oh, the baby got me bad, man. All right, come on.
Just stay on the line small. Stay on the line small.
But she left already. She left already.
1 second.
Liberia, Liberia, time for change. Liberia, Liberia, Alex coming.
All right. They need slip of mine. I had to remind her.
Okay. All right. Let me get this person. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. I call back because I know not too good for my end. I'm A. Muhammad the family.
Oh yeah, family. Okay, you answered your question already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, call your number. Yeah, from Grand Cape. Call your number.
Yeah, 0774.
Yeah, 774.
46.
46.
8771.
8771.
That's my number.
Okay.
Thank you for the show.
You're welcome.
Okay.
All right. This person, good evening. Oh, okay, Paco. So you ready for the question, huh?
Yeah.
Who is the next president of Liberia? Who is the next president of Liberia?
The next president for the republic. Thank you so much for the decent question. The next president of Joseph Nima Puaka.
Look at that guy. I'm like, man, I gave you hope open protest. You can feel.
Nima Puaka will carry you back. The
Man, you feel, man.
The next president who transform the country.
My man, I give you zero. I put in your ear on this zero, man.
Yeah, you want to give my money to me and deal with you. You want to give me a deal with you. You want to put me up on my car.
No, that the man, Paco, the man is the one who has the answer to his question. He's the one asking the question.
Paco, you want to have a people,
no, Paco, the man. But the man got an answer in your head, and the man gave a question, so you get the answer. He knows his answer.
That's why you're doing your play on my own intelligence. The next brother Joseph Nima Puaka was carrying for work begging to go back to transform the country.
Okay.
And you want to give my money to me and deal with you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Paco. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. I'm Neta.
Neta?
Yeah. I told you I forgot the man name, but now I remember.
Okay.
Okay, the next president is Arizona Cummings. The next president, 2029, will win the election.
Thank you, man. Look, you smart. Yeah, you smart. Wait, give us your number. Give us your number.
7770.
Yes, 770.
11.
11.
86.
86.
87.
87. Okay, let's take this other person from this line. Good evening. Your name, where you call from?
Good evening. My name is Benu Kamo. I'm calling from Logan Town.
Benu Kamo from Logan Town. Okay.
Yeah.
So Benu, what do you know about sexual gender-based violence? What can you say so far before we ask you the question? What can you say about sexual gender-based violence?
Yeah.
Why do you think young people, especially, are getting allegedly raped by people across the country? Why? Why you think men? Oh, this person left.
Hey, man.
We hope you call back 777-959-959 or 777-959-959. You answer. Just tell us what you know about sexual gender-based violence. Why is it that people are young people, especially men? Why are they raping the girls around, and why is it that these elderly men are also sodomizing boys, and why is it that some men are also beating on their women or girls in this country? So these are questions you can ask. This is LRB Future TV here, primetime conversation with Dr. Pearson. You can answer any of these questions, and of course.
So how many successful winners we got so far?
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 person.
So we need one more, right?
Yeah, one more. Then
let's
we
get one more lucky winner. Who knows who the next president of Liberia is? Next president comes 2029. Let's see if we can get out one person to make it.
Who's the next president of the Republic of Liberia?
Yeah.
Right. Let's see. Okay, let's get this person. Good evening. Your name and where you call from?
Good evening. My name is Benu Kamoy.
Oh, Benu, you're back. Okay. So, who is the next president of the Republic of Liberia?
The next president is Arizona Kumi.
Yeah, man, you smart. Tell me which school you going to? Which school you attending?
I attending the Lobakanto University.
You see that? You smart, man. You smart. You do that school there, yeah. Give us your number. Give us your number.
Call your number.
7778.
778.
22.
22.
53.
53.
58.
58. Congratulations. Okay. We've got 10 persons, Dr. Pearson.
Yeah, take calls, man. Take calls. Yeah. We want to say something about gender-based violence.
Okay. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
You live. Your name and where you call from?
I'm Samuel Grace calling from the Oro.
Samuel. Okay, Samuel from the Oro.
Samuel, what do you make of the gender-based violence in our country, sexual and gender-based violence, increasing rape and things? What do you think causing it, and how we can help to fix it as a country?
Yeah, firstly, I want to be grateful for the awareness. These are some of the ways we can get rid of it. But the sexual-based violence is mostly caused because of the children nowadays. And I also want to say to the gender ministry that the issue of them taking the children from the street is also okay. But most of the girls' children these days, their wearings, their looks are somehow attractive to that extent that some of our men are not able to control themselves.
Yeah, but there are those who say they people get it right to dress the way they dress.
Somebody said that, right? Yeah, but also they should look at the fact that this country is a Christian country. We don't, not every way we're not supposed to just dress anyhow. Honestly speaking.
Okay.
So another thing is the cause of these things again. You see the mothers. Sometimes you see a man in the community speaking to your underage baby, oh my woman. Then you say, yeah, collecting $20 for that man, $10 for him. Sometimes the man will say, oh, my daddy, I pay you $100. So you go look now. These are our men, and I'm highly against it. And I pray that this country, we need justice for our women.
Okay.
We need justice for our women, and even the men that beat on women, we have serious issue with them.
Yeah, that's true. Men should stop beating the people other than men. Yeah, incorrect. And some of the old man should start beating the papa then too, because he can help people to that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me get this person. So we're not giving card anymore, folks. We're taking calls now. We got 10% already, 10 winners. Good evening. Your name and where you call from?
I'm Jerome P. Yeleke calling from Broadview.
Welcome. Welcome, Mr. Yeleke. What do you think is the cause of the increase in, sexual gender-based violence and rape, and what can we do as a nation to minimize it or have this slow down? Yeleke, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. Are you getting me?
Yes, you're live. Go ahead.
Okay. One of the problems here is that the children, the parents dress the children half naked in the community. And the children don't know how to sit down in front of people. And if they dress the children half naked in the community, it's wrong. So these things we have to start from the parents. Because the parents, some of them, they accept the dress half naked themselves. You see, most of the women now, you go on the street, most of them half naked. And you see, and at the same way they dress their children, it's wrong. So we got to start from the parents. Some of the parents are the cause.
I agree with you. I want to agree with you on that as well.
Yeah. Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, and you see color days, you see, because of color days or some kind of activities on campus or somewhere program, they just put, any clothes on the children to go instead of fashion.
Seriously.
Yeah.
But even the color days, and when you just take a day as a general, go and stand and see children. You yourself, you feel bad. You feel bad. It's not good. It's not fine. You go to the bus park and go and see women, responsible women. You can't see them naked. Because when you call them close. So these are things that are very causing problem for us in the community. So with the parents, we are the first too. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll take two more calls, then because we're almost at the last 30 minutes of the show, so we can wrap up on our next topic. Yeah, we'll take two more calls.
Okay. Good evening.
Hello.
Your name and where you call from?
I'm calling from Virginia Broadview.
Virginia Broadview. You've been following the conversation.
Yes.
Okay. What can you say so far about this increase in sexual gender-based violence? What is the cause? What can we do as a nation?
I have been following the program. Thank you very much. In fact, I have listened to the past speakers. The issue of sexual-based violence, it derives from both the females and the males. The female encourage it, and the men also encourage it. Yes. So we can't just say that the men alone, we can't say women alone, but both of them are encouraging sexual gender-based violence.
Okay. So what can we do as a nation now to, minimize this?
Well, there are two things. We have to encourage parental care of children. Parents should be very careful with how they deal with their children, because some children are loose. They are not taken care of. Okay. So the first thing is the parents should be able to protect their children from sexual violence. Yeah, both at home and in school. The school, the teachers, at home, the parents.
Okay. Thank you so much for your input.
Thank you very much. So one of the things I would like to say quickly before we move on to the next talking point, so we can close the show. I remember sometimes when I used to live around the ELW hospital area then, and my house was on the road from the beach. And then sometimes during the summer, how people go on the beach, whether October birthday or whatever, Tottenham birthday, you see people, some of the girls then drunk, they can't even stand. The boys then carrying them on the shoulder in the neck. I'm like, wow. So our sisters and things, our mothers, look, let us be aware of the danger that these are different situations, whether it's sexual or gender-based violence. Let us be able to protect ourselves from these situations. I know there are some instances we can't do anything about it because we don't have, we don't know that it will happen, or sometimes we're not aware that this person got that kind of bad intention, but it doesn't mean to say we just get relaxed with people around us. Especially that we know that this thing is a problem, let us be on the alert and let us be focused. I will play the theme song. When we come back after the theme song, we're going to an update on the border issue. And right after the update on the border issue, I will be taking leave of you. So let's go quickly to this song, our theme song for this program, a prime time conversation, and then we'll be right back.
Welcome to Prime Time Conversation, where the truth speaks and the people listen. From Cape Town to Maryland, from Nimba to Montserrat, the future calling Liberia. When the voices of the people start to rise, you can see the truth within their eyes. Too many years of struggle and pain, still the people dancing in the rain. But hope is growing in the land tonight, a new vision coming into sight, a servant leader walking with the crowd, speaking truth, humble but proud. This is Prime Time Conversation, talking about the nation's transformation. From the villages to the city light, Liberia searching for what is right. Education for every girl and boy, healthcare bringing hope and joy. A stronger future we can see for every Liberian family. Hear the farmers calling from the field, waiting for the harvest that the land can yield. Technology knocking at the nation's door, young minds ready to explore. Electric power shining through the night, security standing for what is right. The economy rising for everyone, a new chapter has begun. This is Prime Time Conversation. voices of a rising generation. Agriculture feeding every home. No more hunger, no more roam. From Cape Out down to Maryland shore, the people say we must do more. From nearby hills to Montserrat streets, the future and the people meet. Now the people talking in the marketplace about a man who walks with steady pace, a leader with a vision for the land, reaching out with a helping hand. From humanitarian work to leadership call, standing strong when the people fall, talking about dignity, justice and trust, serving the nation because he must. Not for power, not for fame, but to lift Liberia's name. A vision rising clear and bright, leading the nation toward the light. Oh, Liberia, hear the cry. Let the children reach the sky. When the people stand as one, the victory has begun. The conversation starts tonight, speaking truth and shining light. Together we can build again for the daughters and the sons. This is Prime Time Conversation, voices of a hopeful nation. Education, health and peace, let the nation struggle cease. With strong leadership guiding the way, Liberia rising day by day. From every county hear the call, a better future for us all. Where Liberia speaks, the conversation continues. Yeah, the future is now.
The future is now, and that future is embedded and is deeply in Alexander Benedict Cummings, the man who is going to be the next president of Liberia. Look, Liberia, you got to give Mr. Cummings a chance. The man is not looking for power. He's looking for money. Man is looking for an opportunity to help our country to become a better place. He has helped other people to become better in their areas, and he wants us to be better in our country. The man loved the country for over 18 years now. The man been hanging around Liberia there and trying to convince us that he's willing to help this country. Let's give this man a chance. All right, so, to do a favor to my people, I was told that the Liberian people are concerned about the Guinea-Liberia border issue, right? So let us just give them an update. So I know, like we said from the beginning of the show, President Buckeye, the Sierra Leonean president, and Ivory Coast president, was it Ivory Coast? Ivory Coast there?
Yes,
And
Ivory Coast.
they all went to Guinea, and they sat down with the Guinea. The first time I heard that thing, now I was thinking about Jefferson. The guy from Guinea, man, got to power by force, right?
Yeah.
The man got to power by force. And after the man got to power by force, the man been military government all along. Like just a few times the man declined election down there. The man said he won the election anyway. I won't humble a man case. But the man won the election, right? The fact that the man managed to get all a West African partner to come stand by him and take a picture, it made a man to Lord Jedi man, they may not legitimate civilian president now, right? He validated the guy, right?
Yeah.
What you think? To me, it's a form of validation. So we mean the man's a diplomat now.
Well, in fact, some Guineans, some of our Guinean friends around, they've been having issues. In fact, that this Guinean president, this Dumoya guy, he felt at the time the then Guinean president wasn't ruling well. He wasn't doing well with the country, so he had to forcibly take power through a coup, and he overthrew the man. And then, being a military man, that he only did that to be president, to set the country straight, and then after he would turn the country over to a civilian that will rule the country. But Africa, and it is often that African leaders, once they taste power, they taste the presidency, they don't want to leave it. So after he became, he took he he took the country, and then he led the country, took the country to elections. Now he said, in fact, he want to contest. He's a I mean, he's capable of contesting. He want to, as president of the nation. So, but the thing is, um, Dumaya is a military leader. Now his reign has been referred to as a junta. In fact, Guinea, his reign as a junta leader in the West African region. So he's a president now, but diplomatically, I think there are some basic things that he's lacking currently. Even that we're hearing Guinea and France, they're not on par and what have you. So his closest ally now is Burkina Faso, because Burkina Faso also has a military, or ruler. So that is it. But Africans, they taste power. Trust me, they don't want to leave it, Dr. Pearson.
I know. So that's why Liberian men say the man eat a show. So
Yeah.
right now the man get picture on social media with the Liberian president hand in your hand, the Salunian president hand in your hand, a foreign president around him, all the other. Wow. So the guy eat out of show. That one. The man eat out of show. Now, so the man sat on all that meeting and had the only thing the man agree on and say, what happened? We can sit down here and settle this thing, but I agree we will settle it peacefully. So that goal that will call me official then, who are in different positions that are able to talk on the kind of issue. Let them go and talk and they can settle it. That's why I saw in the communique. I'm speaking simple English to the man Liberian, but that's why I saw in the man they didn't say, okay, I leave it. The man said no. I agree with you. Will not use force. But there are people who in different government offices then who in charge of land business, diplomacy. Let them go sit down and have meeting and see how we can straighten the thing. And what they discuss.
Yeah.
So then what? I don't know. The way I say I'm not scared. So when I see them still coming to Liberia to be walking around there, just say they play for them, I'm not afraid because I know they will not do anything violent, right? Because it's all. If I'm making mistakes, somebody can correct me. But
go ahead.
If you myself may plow and then somebody say, what happened? We're not fair. But then the person still passing from your hand. And we thought it here, but you're in fighting here. So they come here around, but it doesn't mean to say the talking part finished. The talking part didn't finish, they're still talking. So what I noticed here is that even though they came back now, they say we're doing the talking, President Baka gave speech. And I like the speech President Baka gave. And let hear the part that I want you to hear. The part I want you to hear is say we are remaining peaceful in the discussion. I want the Liberian people to hear this, especially those in the diaspora, who may not have had the time to see his speech or read his speech. Let hear what the president say.
Messages of encouragement and solidarity reaffirm Liberia's standing in the community of nations and strengthen our collective resolve to pursue diplomacy and dialogue. Let me be clear to every Liberian. Our pursuit of peaceful resolution is not a sign of weakness, but rather a demonstration of strength. It is easier to fight, break down, and destroy. As our own journey has taught us, it is more difficult to recover and build. That is why the government is exploring every available avenue to resolve this matter peacefully. We will continue to rely on diplomacy, dialogue, and the mechanisms of regional cooperation to ensure that this issue is addressed responsibly and without conflict. Liberia has always been a nation that stands firmly for peace.
So the president saying, Liberian let the press chakla. We let throwing equity. We peaceful people. And so it has not reached there yet where we're going to get involved into fighting a conflict with Guinea. He's still going after the peaceful means yet. He's still talking. He will see how he can talk within the Monroe Union group, the ECOWAS group, the African Union group, if possible, the United Nations group, and if possible, talk with Britain, if possible, talk with France, because those countries too have control over these people too. Don't forget when Liberia was fighting war, America came to help us because the people who started Liberia came from America. When Sierra Leone had a war, Great Britain went and helped them because Great Britain was a colonial master for Sierra Leone, the British people. When Guinea having issue too, the French people can go there. When Iroquois have the issue, the French people can go there. So there's so many ways we can tackle the thing. The person say we still tackle in the year, you know, like that football game. You can't just water the fee. You say the red cheese, so you water the fee. You gotta file protest. You know, you gotta do everything you can possibly do it before you walk out of the field. Otherwise, you lose the trophy to Senegal. Man, you know, don't you want to lose the trophy to Senegal to Morocco? Then you gotta stay on the field until the game finish. But the president is saying, listen, we will play the game here peacefully. And then when I look at the videos today that came, I saw Gregory Coleman at the border there with 1 or 2 Freeman there. They all there. And again, somebody said at least the presence there is to show that the government mean business. But again, let us pray for our country. Let us remain prayerful. Let us remain peaceful. And like somebody once said on this show here, one of the callers said before, when we're talking about this thing here on Facebook, we shouldn't be trying to show that we want fair people, we get army and all that kind of thing. And you know, I want to say here, look, I was very disappointed in the information minister Jeremy Lekpia when he said those who on social media saying the government lazy, the government he want protect the country. He asking anyone you want get it, you go protect it. Look, those kind of statements are be coming from government ministers. And you know, I don't think so. It shouldn't be coming from government ministers. These are people who should be bringing the people heart down. These are people who should be talking to the people, who should be communicating the president message to people. And you know, and you gotta be diplomatic about it. You gotta be able to say, look, listen, we see on social media Liberians are talking about war. Liberians are saying that this government is weak. Liberians are saying that the president is not protecting the country. But, you know, contrary to that information, the president is taking this thing serious, and the president is taking action. And see what the president doing. Don't get people cheek. You know, don't get people cheek. They think Yana about government, they running yet. As they want to run Yana about government, then which means I gotta go back now and remind you who we need to bring here to run the country. Right? This is not a Yana about government. You know, it's not a Yanaba government, and so all of the people who called tonight and told us who is the next president of Liberia, they got it right. They always the orange number, right? 077, right?
Yeah.
You know, and my man call can't give me wrong answer. I get a man whole open both tests, and man look at the man read the whole question, everything I get answer she or you can't talk different things. Cool, yes the answer. Cool, yes the answer.
Liberia, time for change. Liberia, Alex Cummings, let's move forward on the streets of Monrovia to the counties.
So yeah, look, Alexander Cummings is the way forward. So as we bring this to a close, I want to make quick announcements. All of you who got the answer correct today, I know it was a very difficult question, a very hard question. Some of you study high and you pass the test. You will be getting the data card sent to your phone. It's gonna be message. The number of the card will be message to your phone. Then all you gotta do, you follow the number, the scratch card number from there, and then you recharge your phone. And it's just our way. It's not that we want to give you anything for free, but it's just our way of sharing fun tonight and telling you, look, we're glad about your participation on the show. You there, we're on the prime time conversation. You call in and you be a part of the conversation. We want to say thank you for being a part of the conversation. And Jefferson will send you those cards. And then when you get the card, all you gotta do just enter. Nobody can play you know, technique on oil. When you get it, you get it. You know, there's no miss. When you get it, you get it.
They can try it, sir. Dr. PSC. They can even try it. If I will call you before I send a number, I send it. I will call you then and send it.
No. So long they said Cummings, I know they are all correct people. Look, Cummings didn't get no bad people behind. No. People behind Cummings. All the people behind Cummings are correct people. All right. So again, I want to say thank you again. Before I leave you, let me say this. And then I'll ask my friend Jefferson to give his parting word as well. Look, for us to be having situation in Liberia where in 2023 we had 3,204 SGBV cases, and then in 2024, 2023, 3,204 cases. 2024, we get 3,957 cases. It means this thing is serious. It's serious. It means the cases are going up. From 2023 to 2024, it went up more than 600 cases in addition. It's bad for our country. Another thing I'll talk about here tonight again is that 2025 alone, just the first quarter in 2025, we had about 1,700 cases they reported in the point finish checking year. 2025 alone. You know, just the first quarter. That's so if you times that by 4 quarters, then which means it will be bad. And, you know, I pray it will not be that bad. I pray somewhere in between there, the government ought to have control of the situation and things, you know, things, I mean, was put under control. So I pray strongly for that. Another thing I want to bring here is that we talked to now, we said Monserrato is the hotspot. So if Monserrato is the hotspot, it's possibly because of the level of the population of the people in there. Because we got more than 1.5 million people in Monserrato alone. So it's populated. Please let us be more vocal. Let us increase the awareness. NGO in here again like before. Let's say the NGO don't be doing it for us. Let us do it for ourselves. Government put money in the budget for awareness. And you know, put billboards them up. And you know, put one big billboard. You see the man who raped, he behind the bar. And you know, to show that when you do that thing, you go behind bars. And you know, and when people offend the law and they carry on sexual and gender-based violence, we shouldn't twist the law. A good for one person, good for other people. The law should be balanced. President Biden said, let the law be the law. They seen law that catch the monkey, they seen law should catch the baboon. It shouldn't be one law for the monkey and one law for the baboon. It should be balanced. Let it be balanced. Right? And again, parents, don't take money from men. Saying, oh, that my child husband here, or the men say, oh, that my wife here. Then you're taking money for food money, you're taking money for Christmas clothes, you're taking money for school fee. By the time you know it, no free lunch, no free money. That money the man you're taking from that man, when that man start abusing your child, it's hard for you to report because you know you're not eat from the man pack. So long you're not eat from the man packet, you eat the man packet, it's hard to report the man. And sometimes too, not only that you don't want to report the man, but you're thinking, oh, if I report the man, how will I pay my rent? How will I pay my child's school fee again? How will I do this? How will we eat? So many things will tie you down that will make you not want to report the case. So don't allow yourself to be bought by somebody. The value of your child is more than the $1 or $2 you're getting from that person right now. You do not know who that child will become. You know, when Manuel Ellen Johnson wrote a book, he said, this child will be great. Right, Jefferson? Yeah. This child will be great. Meaning, Manuel Ellen Johnson said, she was not great when she was born. Even though God knew she was great, that God told Jeremiah, I knew from the day you were in your mother's womb. But she didn't know. But when she wrote her book, she said, look, when I was born, at least I knew that this child now got to be great. You don't know the future of your child, so protect your children. Don't sell them for cheap. All right? And those of us who are out there, we say we got with friends, with people and things, and you know the man can beat on his wife or can beat on his girlfriend, and you're all cry the boy and think when y'all go get drunk, and you see your friend, just try to stop it and report the cases. And, you know, hold your friend to accountability. It's very important. And last but not the least, with the border issue, President Barker has visited with Guinea, with Sierra Leone president present, with Ivory Coast president present. They all sat down, they talked, they said they agreed they would do the thing here peaceful way. And because they agreed they will do the thing in a peaceful way, whether we see Guinea at the border, let us not panic. Let us not put low our hands and start running away. Sit down in your town, sit down in your villages, because President Parker will just play a tape. He said to the nation, he said, we are handling the thing here peacefully, and we already agreed to handle it peacefully. We're talking. We'll use every means we can to deal with it here professionally, diplomatically. Liberia, this is not the time for war. We all know what war can do. I remember when I was small, when the Liberian Civil War came, we say, oh, they want to come in for the door. But when they walk in, the war carry the window, they flow mat, the kitchen sing, the bathroom sing, a bathroom come out, it carry everything. Not only the door, it carry everything with it. down to the towel on the floor. They sing on top of it, carry everything. So war is not something for us to pray for. It's not something for us to be promoting on social media because you feel you get click and you trend. Trending at the advantage or at the disadvantage of Liberia is bad for our country. Don't try to trend at the disadvantage of the country. And, you know, whether you want to trend using people's picture and the woman grieving, the parents grieving, the husband grieving, you want to use their grief to make money on social media is wrong. Please just stop it. Last but not the least, I left the one for last. The paper boy told me that humanly making money on that border there, digging sand from in the river, that was causing the trouble to the border there. I know you get shot more than myself. I remember during the election, you said you're going to be a man.
Must follow.
Yeah, no, not too much for that. There's a guy who said we're giving him hard time. Look, I say he's an old rebel. You're going to do something to the guy. Oh. Bro, your money. He said, oh, I'm an old rebel. And, you know, anyway, I found a guy I would kill, you know, but no. You man, I know you old rebel, but like, bro, you want war. If you digging any sand from the poor river that causing us to get in trouble, please take your hand from inside. Take your hands from inside. New money. I'm talking about the Minister of Interior. The Minister of Interior. Take your hand from in the people saying money business in the river. The river is not for Liberia alone. Take your hand from there. If you want to do business, then go to Guinea. Pass through the people business process. Get your license to go and mine sand. They see when the people can come in Liberia, they get a lesson to go mine sand. Can't go to the people here and get a lesson to go mine sand. When you mine the sand, you're not pouring trouble. New money, I'm telling you. Lead the people saying business in Lofa County. Right? Lead the people saying business. I don't care whether President Bogart or your uncle or your nephew or what the relationship between you. Lead the same business because sin cannot replace human life. Sin cannot change the trajectory of our country if it goes backward again. We suffer enough. We want to move forward. Humanly, I'm telling you, Minister of Interior, do your job, lead the money business, and take your equipment from in the poor river. Simple. As they allege you want to find me a right here in willing boat. Oh no, I'm not calling my player. You know, yeah. Lead the guy in the money business. Hey, grip up. The guy in the money business. Money, I know they can go in Loma, but they can't let money business. Hey, I know kabagi. I think your men are digging same for that one they're paying for ya. So the president building a mansion in Foya, which they call the MRU property. Then you money who minister you providing sin. Okay, that one not alleged. Yeah, but no, again, it was a pleasure. Give me your parting statement, Jefferson. It was a pleasure having you here tonight, and I really appreciate your participation.
Well, fellow Liberians, it has been a wonderful conversation here at LIB Future TV Primetime Conversation. All we have to say is President Boakai, this whole thing is tied around now Francis Sakila Nyamale. Whatever it is, there need to be investigation. The people of Lofa, they need to survive as well. Their survivability now depends on how the matter will be settled. Liberian needs peace. You need to speak. Don't speak to the Liberian people and just keep them in limbo. As a leader, you need to be very true to yourself when you come to power. Okay, Liberians are sitting on the fence. Some are watching, waiting for 2029. The way you will lead this country is going to speak for itself in 2029. We'll be here tomorrow at 11 o'clock. The weekend's edition is at 11 p.m. strictly up to 1 o'clock. Okay, and so thanks for listening. And of course, bye-bye from Central Monrovia.
All right. All right, that was it. And we still have a good...
Take me back to Liberia, where the drums still play my song. Take me back to my homeland. It's the place where I belong.
LIB Future TV, giving voice to progressive Liberians, speaking about politics, entertainment, and local news.